Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Banana and this is Mass Effect 2. And I think it's time that we talk to a crew once again. Maybe they have something new to say, since we now recruited actually two new team members, and one of them is Morden. I know we've already talked to him, but let's see, maybe
Shepard, how can I help?
there's something new.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. Wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds. Need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
What was the Special Tasks Group doing with the Krogan genophage?
Study at first, as I said, but uncovered surprising data. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly durable. Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
Well, that's pretty interesting, isn't it?
The genophage was a terrible mistake. It nearly destroyed the Krogan and their culture. Now they have a chance to recover.
Naive viewpoint. Krogan too dangerous to allow unchecked birth rate. Look at Krogan rebellions. Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it on Tuchanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
You never considered other options?
Hundreds. Thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy, Krogan included.
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water supplies. Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka. Team got caught a few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
Well, it's hard to tell. You know, that's one of the things again where I'm like, man, the paragon option is once again the very naive standpoint. And the other problem that I have is, and I actually talked to my cousin about this, he loves the Mass Effect series as well. It's a huge problem that sometimes the paragon option is really, really naive, kind of too trusting, even though it's obvious that it's wrong. But for story reasons, you have to go all out paragon. My first playthrough was kind of a mix, just do whatever the hell you think and take the options. But then you run into brick walls at the end game where you're like, oh, the two best options that I have here would be either the full Renegade one or the full Paragon one. But since I was playing a mix, I'm stuck. And that's one thing that I kind of dislike. So here, what you did was wrong is a very naive standpoint. Sure, it's not nice to basically kind of neuter them, but on the other hand, as he was saying, they needed to keep them in check, otherwise there would have been a bloody war. Also, he mentioned thousands of options, right? So, top scientists, I don't know. It's like, oh, I'm just a commander, I know something about the world, so what you did was wrong. To somebody who considered thousands of options here, I don't know, but yeah, Paragon. Let's do it.
The genophage was a mistake bordering on a war crime. Recreating it is unforgivable.
Don't want me on team? Don't bring me. Can stay here, work on collector research. But no apologies. Did what was right. Hope you do the same if necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Yeah, see? +6 Paragon, and you can see it over here. We need to fill that one up. It sucks, really it does. Oh man. Sure it wasn't. Nah, whatever. Let's talk to Kelly.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's a soldier. It'll take a lot more than that to keep him down.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
That's an interesting viewpoint. Let's chat actually, Kelly.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I think we already know that. Never mind.
I better
then.
go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Yeah. Maybe once you have something new to say, actually. Let's go down to the crew deck, the crew quarters, because we actually got the ice brandy for Dr. Chakwas. So I think we should give it to her. She will be so pleased. Doctor! Got your brandy.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
Sure. I mean, we can't really say that, the sun's higher than what's it called? Some sails. Isn't there a drinking rule for the Navy? You can only drink once the sun stands above some kind of sail. It doesn't matter. We just turn the ship around. Also, we don't really have sails.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joko will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
That's actually a pretty good toast. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Lightweight. Can't even take a complete bottle of Ceres ice brandy. Woo!
Did you hear? Another colony went missing. Ferris Fields.
No, I
Ferris
don't.
Fields. Didn't Hadley have a brother stationed there?
Yeah, he's taking it pretty hard.
Well, I wish I was just, drunk for 3 seconds. That would have been... make life a lot easier, I guess.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Well, it's my operation,
Yeah, Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the elusive man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the elusive man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture, and I feel like I have a purpose here.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
Yeah, no problem. Let's talk more about her father. This genetically engineering is really interesting, also very influential. You know, could be trouble.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Talk about yourself like you're just
a
tool.
Maybe.
You are who you are, Miranda.
That's it.
We already got that.
You were great before we rebuilt you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm great because of it.
Let's not talk about greatness.
You've told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Yeah, I get that. Thanks for being honest.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
Once again, she has a pretty damn cool office. I like it. Nothing in, you know, the captain's quarters. A bit better, sure, but you know. Also, we need to go to the Citadel to get some food for our hungry soldiers. I mean, they deserve a good meal, right? Garrus, just calibrating, or do you have some time?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd joined up with them sooner.
We haven't joined Cerberus. They're funding our mission. That's all.
Relax, Shepard. Just a figure of speech. I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? Didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
So, a thug.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties. That was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Yeah, a thug that takes down thugs. A thug. Makes sense to me.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
I went back to C-Sec after the Normandy was destroyed, but with all the rebuilding at the Citadel, there was too much chaos for me to really help. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch, and there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in, someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, C-Sec agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
Sounds like a good squad.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the Mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the Mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
Once again, vengeance.
Shepard, need me for something?
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
Looks like Cerberus upgraded what the ship carried before. Should have a bit more kick. I still don't like our chances against a collector ship, though. Not unless we upgrade the guns.
Alright.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Thanks, Garrus. So, Jacob wants us to upgrade the armor, and Garrus wants us to upgrade the guns. Makes sense to me. So we talked to Chocwis, we talked to Garrus, we talked to Miranda, and maybe we should talk to Jacob. Oh, Morden, of course. You know, crew talk and all. I know it's not the most... Oh, wait a minute, we need to go to our engineers, because they wanted the FTA coupling. Almost forgot about that. Or FBA, I don't know. Basically, they asked us to find some maintenance... well, some kind of coupling, and we found that on Omega, and now bring it to him.
The collectors hit the Ferris Fields colony. Everyone's gone.
Shit! We're going to make those dirty buggers pay.
Exactly, Donnelly.
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Sure, I'll do it.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
Remember, I'm your boss now.
My Skillian 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
You want 500 credits, sure.
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
It's so worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
Yeah.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Alright, we already know about all of that.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Thanks, engineer. Everything's alright. Good. Another quest completed. So, Jacob is the last one that we needed to talk to, I think. And next up, I think we need to go back to Omega, actually. I know I said we don't need to go there anymore, but I almost forgot that we found this data pad. You can see it somewhere over here. There we go. No, there we go. Data pad, and we need to deliver that to Arya. And I think we're going to do that right now, after we talk To Jacob, of
Can I help
course.
you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific? Or are you just checking in?
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
What was your proudest career moment?
The job I'm proudest of wasn't for the Alliance. Nobody really knows about it. A Batarian group was plotting to release a weaponized virus and kill the Council. Miranda and I stopped it.
Huh. Not bad, bro. Not bad.
Strange that it wasn't bigger news.
The real work doesn't get publicized, you know that. They say it's better that people don't know how fragile the system is or how close the bad guys can get. So, it never happened. Like you and the Reaper. And that's why I'm here.
What led you to Cerberus?
The Alliance sidelined me after Eden Prime. Ended up on a job with Miranda that Cerberus treated like an audition. And here I am.
You don't seem like a results at all costs kind of guy. Cerberus history doesn't bother you?
The Alliance is all politics. Somebody has to take down the bad people. Cerberus keeps that line, I'm on their side.
Fair enough.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
That's nice to know someone like you is thinking about me.
Knowing the real story was hard. It felt like... Well, maybe this isn't really appropriate, Shepard. Commander, I should get back to my duties. Everything has to be perfect if we're going to survive this.
You're not blowing me off that easy, Mr. Taylor.
Oh well, he does. Anyways, I think I'm gonna see you in a bit. Because...
No messages for you, Commander.
Yeah, thanks, Kelly. Because we're going to talk on Omega again. I'll see you once we are in the afterlife. So I'll be right back. Alright, here we are in the afterlife. That's actually just a club. You didn't think that I'll die again, did ya? Anyways, we found this data pad that, you know, the mercenary groups wanted to make a move on Arya. So I think we tell her about it.
Arya has work for her. If you're interested.
Oh, work, eh? Yeah, maybe. If it's, you know, the payment is right.
What do you need?
I got something for ya.
This data pad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel. They were coming for you next. Let me see.
Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
Yeah, maybe. Look, there was a job you mentioned? No?
Thanks. You do that.
Alright. Got some experience then, but...
Arya has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
Alright, maybe I should have talked to this guy then.
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Arya's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
Sure, why not?
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
I'll be back when the
Good
job's
luck.
done.
Fair enough. So I think we're going to find Patriarch in the next episode and do this side quest next time. I know I said we don't need to go back on Omega, but hell, why the heck not? Anyways, if you liked what you saw, then please consider pressing the like button. Helps me out a great deal, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching as always. Auf Wiedersehen.